It's Thursday, which means we're thinking like entrepreneurs. And today I want to talk about who you're comparing your success with and why you need to be extremely careful. Hey, it's Erin Smith, owner and founder of the Starters Club and the Entrepreneur Summit, and welcome to another episode of Think Like an Entrepreneur Thursday, where we discuss the mindset shift of going from an employee to an entrepreneur. I want to talk about a very important topic because I myself just got caught up in this just the other day, and I think this is so important because I've talked about it in the sense of social media, like be careful of who you're comparing yourself with in terms of social media, just because you're comparing someone's highlight reel to your real life. Now, the same is going to apply as you're looking at the success of other companies. And like I said, just got caught up in this, and I want to share a couple of these stories because, as easy as it is to say don't do it, I'm here to truly encourage you because it's second nature of us. We just do it and we get swept up. And the last thing I want you doing is to stop your business because you just don't feel you're comparing to the rest or you're doing well enough, because honestly, you've probably set the expectations just a bit too high. So I have a good friend and he was launching a product, and I happened to take a look at his sales page, and I saw that he had 3 offers, and I saw that one was sold out. Now, of course, I'm happy for him. Don't get me wrong. This isn't a jealousy thing. But I looked at it, and immediately when I saw he had one level sold out, my heart sunk. I took it, and I'm like, he's killing it. Why can't you sell out a program, Erin, like this? Yada yada. Started doing the self-doubt, he's doing so much better, blah, 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 blah. Literally sitting in a mastermind with him, and we're talking about ways of how we are selling more and different things we're trying to push more sales. You want to know what his was? Well, he had implemented a 3rd offer, because we all know when we're creating offers for people that we should have 3 to select from, right? Usually we want to push them to that middle one. And it's sales 101 rules when you're creating a sales page. And he's like, yeah, I just offered this 3rd offer, but what I did was I marked it as sold so I could push people to the offer that I wanted them to take. Okay. I laughed. I was like, first of all, genius, absolutely brilliant on what you're doing. Bravo. But you made me, and this is what I told him, you made me feel really bad about this whole thing because, I looked at it and I felt bad about myself. Now, of course, I'm joking. If you know anything about me, I'm insanely sarcastic. But this is the trap we get caught in. We look at other people's stuff. We see half the time they're doing a sales ploy for something, right? Like they'll say there's only 5 left, and you may be going, oh my gosh, they only have 5 left. I have 20 left. What's wrong with me? When in fact, they probably have 50 left, but they're just saying they have 5 left to push the sales. They're trying to push sales, and we're comparing ourselves to this data. And how many times have you thought, I'm not doing well enough, or I should quit, or whatever, when you're seeing what somebody else is supposedly, how they're killing it, when if you looked truly behind the scenes, there are just some things that, there's some truth behind it, okay? And I'm not saying these people are lying or whatever, but there's truth behind it. And just be so careful in this as you're looking at other businesses, as you're looking at other products, and you think that they are just killing it and you're struggling, when the truth is there's probably some struggle going on too. The other story I wanted to share, this all came to fruition the same day. So true story, again, don't get caught up in what people are telling you. So last year I had a conversation with a person who was interested in speaking at my Entrepreneur Summit event. And he was bragging. He told me how he did his own first event and he knocked it out of the park, and he had 1,200 people. I'm trying to remember how he exactly said it. I assumed it was 1,200 people, 1,200 attendees. It's what I assumed it to be. I don't know if he specifically said that, but he implied that. Okay, let's put it that way. So again, I was talking to a friend. This person's name got brought up, and they said, yeah, this person's doing a second event, and they were talking about something, and said, yeah, I'm really surprised because he only had like 20 people show up to his event last year. And I'm like, wait a minute. I was told that there were 1,200 people who showed up there. And they laughed and they said, no, 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 no. They did a live stream, and over the course of several days, there were 1,200 people who viewed and jumped into the live stream while they were recording it, but not in person. Only about 20 people showed up. Very, very different perspective. And here I was, I heard this guy and I'm like, oh my gosh, I suck. Like, I didn't get 1,200 people at my very first event. What am I doing wrong? Should I even be doing events anymore? Do I know what I'm doing? Do I even understand how to promote them? Am I completely off my game here? I blew them out of the water on numbers, yet I thought I failed. And, you know, right or wrong or whatever he said, and like I said, it could have been implied and I assumed it to be something neither here nor there, but point is, I started comparing myself to this and really debated if I should, swear to you, had I not booked Robert Herjavec by that point that I was talking to this person, I would have debated if I should even do a second event. Had I failed that miserably, that he can get 1,200 and I can't even get anything near that. But this is what I'm talking about. So please be careful. Before you see something out there and you begin to, immediately question how great you are, or if you should even be doing this, I'm telling you right now, you should be, and you need to keep going. The greats didn't know what they were doing at first. The greats figured it out along the way. And, the greats kept going. And that's why it's so important. Just put your head down and do what you know how to do and do what you can do. But don't get caught up. I've talked about this before in the sideways glance, but this is such an important topic to me because, I'm just as guilty as getting caught up in it. And luckily, I still keep going, but I just know so many people who don't. So super important lesson as you're building your business. I don't care if you're in the brand new beginnings, year 1, year 2, year 10, we still get caught up in this. And just put your head down. Do what you know how to do what you can do. And I'm going to tell you, you will succeed. And that's it. So if you love this, make sure you subscribe below. We're here every Thursday talking about what it takes to shift your mind. Say that 5 times. Shift your mind from an employee to an entrepreneur and have the business that you truly dream of. Again, it's Erin Smith, and we'll see you next week.